season as we welcome you back to the Bristol Sportsplex here in Eastern Tennessee. Happy as always to be alongside one of the best and winningest general managers of Major League Pickleball and top senior pro, Dave Fleming. I'm Michelle McMahon, and Dave, we continue our Championship Sunday coverage with a thriller of a men's singles matchup. It is an iconic one. Federico Staksrud wearing the 1 seed over Ben Johns, and this is going to be a battle here on Humana Championship Court as we take a look at the draw. Staksrud marched his way to the final, including a double pickle over Quang Tuong in the semifinal. What was that all about?
That was about domination is what that was, and Ben beat his old rival Tyson McGuffin in his semifinal, but what Fed did to Q was unbelievable. Now, when these two get to finals this year, Ben's won every time. Even though Fed does have the well-earned one next to his name, he wins when they get to finals in 24. Last year in the final in Cincy, on the big celebration of Ben's 100th win, Fed ruined that party, so this is going to be fun. Ben wants this desperately.
Oh, casual counter from the kitchen from Ben Johns.
I mean, Fed's like, I just won the first rally, aren't I great? What? What a stab.
1-0.
Federico Staksrud, 28 years old, sporting the world #1 as mentioned. Most consistent men's player in singles this season. Made it to more championship Sundays than Ben Johns and anybody else, and has really put in the work off the court. I mean, between Federico Staksrud, Quang Tuong, Christian Elshan, those are 3 players I can think of off the top of my head in men's, putting in a ton of time on the court.
Just pulls that deep without question. I talked to Fed for a while yesterday, and it's like, he appreciates this so much, Michelle, that he's not going to take anything for granted, and that includes his effort and his work off the court. He has a coach, Mike Wolf, helping him now with singles. He is not going to let any margin go. And he's got a doubles title to his name now. Last week in Kansas City with the pizza eating Gabe Tardio. So, you know, this is a guy that epitomizes hard work pays off.
That one in Sacramento too with Hayden Patriquin. Just an effortless performance from Ben Johns so far. When he's dialed in, he's so tough to beat. And it took a tough loss this morning in men's doubles to Quang Tuong and Christian Elshan. He has 2 more matches to go. Mixed will be our final match of the day. We'll have women's singles after this.
Just wicked cat and mouse. He holds that backhand, and it can go 6 places on the court, and you have to hope you guess right. That's brilliant from Ben there. Yeah, he's salty after that men's doubles match. Nice job by Fed there. And, you know, they are the Spider-Man meme because Fed wanted to play like Ben, and now he does. And obviously they have nuances to their game that are very different, but stylistically they do a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, Federico Staksrud studied many hours of Ben Johns' pickleball technique.
Pretty smart guy to try and mimic. He certainly doesn't do everything Ben does, because Ben's just such a unique blend of the table tennis background as well, and the way he disguises shots. But to win 91% of your singles matches on this tour is really something special. And this is a great start for Ben, something he did not have in the men's doubles final. Where they were scrapping from behind the whole time and never got to the finish line. And a frustrated Fed hits the ball into the corner and calls timeout.
Faster court to your advantage if you're one of the players.
wreck your serve because you know it's going to get a little more pace when it hits the ground than the opponent is used to. So they're not going to hit their returns as well, and that showed it right there. And then here we go again. So ta-da is my answer to that. Right on schedule there, Fed.
And we saw a player like Kwong Duong take advantage of that as well in men's doubles. Monstrous serve he has. That's wide for Staksrud.
Yeah, because you mentioned the double pickle, and I talked to Duke Kwong's dad about what happened there, and he's like, Fed was unbelievable. We couldn't get a return. It was either deep or short, and Fed was dialed in, and that's what can happen. Lead from Fed there to pull your paddle out of the way at the last second.
2-4. Point.
And the value of the serve, 3 points, all generated from either clean winner or short return. And you cannot let what just happened there deter you. Got to keep roping it. Because Ben's not going to just lay it in.
4-3.
No, he will not.
Point.
You mentioned it, Ben hasn't won a title since Texas. That was back in early June. It required 3 games to get a win off Chris Hayworth.
What a scamper, and then spun it around there. Fed thought he might have missed the drop shot. I love the idea that that's a long way to go for Ben, and he got there and hit a fantastic shot.
Great response from Federico Staksrud. Last time these two met was the Atlanta Grand Slam, and Ben Johns took the match in 2 against Staksrud. 11-3, 11-7 was the scoreline there.
And that's a slam, so big points were available there.
For the player race.
Yes, and that's something I know. I'm sure Ben's done some math at home. I mean, he's very analytical about stuff. Like, if I get this one and then another slam actually in Atlanta, because Cincinnati, where we love to go, will be under construction. We'll be back there next year. And that's just a clean rope winner.
And right now, Federico Staksrud is 1,500 points ahead of Ben in the race that Dave speaks of. And only the top players will advance to
top 8.
December's final.
Top 8 in singles and mixed on each side, and then top 16 to make 8 teams in men's and women's gender doubles. And Fed, this is slipping away a little bit.
8-3.
Just couldn't get the ball to bounce there. So that's that patient pressure you have to have. And Fed showed off that beautifully. And here's the insanity of his run here. He just keeps meddling. And it's that consistent. It's so hard to do. That's why what Anna Lee does and what Fed has done in singles this year, they don't have bad weeks.
You can't.
Everybody does except those two. I mean, it's unbelievable. Anna Lee just will not let it happen, and Fed in singles has just been money.
It's played by Staksrud to counter at the kitchen, and this is one of the busiest stretches of the PPA season. We've got 4 straight. We're in the second event of that stretch on the PPA side.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of players about that. Like, are you playing all of them? And it was a mixture. And I said, well, hey, guess what? I'm taking one off. So you and I could sort of tag team. You took off last week. I'm taking off next week. I think it's important for everybody. Just bring your best stuff. Get recharge the batteries. So I think like Catherine's out next week. a couple of players are out. I love when players go back down the line because everyone in the building's like, oh, he's going to hit a cross court. Oh, he just. We're finals to this guy. So I gotta flip that script today. And so far that script is the same.
Because right now there's a, well, he's the one, but
yes, can't
beat Ben Johns in a final, and that's where Staksrud, I think, if he could turn that narrative a bit this season, he'll be most satisfied.
Yeah, everyone else is doing your dirty work for you and knocking Ben out before Sunday.
However, the rest of the field is pretty stacked now, too, so to make it to Championship Sunday consistently as Fed has is really remarkable.
Yeah, because great players are losing in the first round because everybody's so good. Quali's come out of there. You run into a red-hot player like a Chris Hayworth, who's a terrific singles player and has a win this year.
Cat and mouse, and the king of it gets it. Ben Johns will take back the serve.
And went for the two-handed backhand, but didn't try to do too much, just rolled it with enough pace because Fed was kind of frozen, taking a step to the left.
Take 4.
Wide for Staksrud. Great play again by Ben Johns, keeping Federico Staksrud guessing at the kitchen.
Yeah, and Ben's going to follow that same pattern all day. Drop it to the backhand and then pounce and then get into the cat and mouse, which he thinks he's going to win more often than not.
Ooh. ATP denied by the post. Game point for Ben Johns.
Game point. 10-4. Side out.
Game point save for Staksrud.
4-10. Side out.
Wow, that is as hard as you will see Fed go after a two-handed backhand. Just catches the tape there. So one of those frustration swings that you hope stays in.
Game point number 2 for Ben Johns. Sick angle to set up the close on the backhand patent shot for Ben Johns. The first game is his, 11-4, best 2 out of 3 in this Championship Sunday Singles Series. What a performance for Ben Johns, looking to steal back that world #1 title.
Wants to get off the court as quickly as he can because he has that other match that you just mentioned, the mixed final.
Wow. Sorcery from Ben Johns.
I mean, the one-handed roll earlier, like 5 shots ago, was my favorite of all that because he was in horrendous position. And then he just worked the point with the angles. That's why this guy, when he is on in singles, it doesn't look as flashy as the guys like Sock that rip passing shots, but it's so precise.
Side out. Zero, 1.
Nice.
Point.
Staksrud's on the board to even it out.
Yeah, it's funny. They both would love to drop to the backhand, work their way in, play from the kitchen. So it's just that Ben has done that a little bit better. And that was a sneaky shot to go back behind Ben. He's looking for it the other way. this is where Fed can help himself overcome this deficit, and this
2-1.
scoreboard has just roped the serve and make
Ball
them.
recall. 2-1.
Because that serve was maybe halfway into the box, and Ben's going to really hit a good return on that. And then you're dealing with the faster court coming back. So it works both ways. If your serve's great, then you get the advantage. But if it's not, you're going to be playing, trying to deal with that pace.
Nice.
So, yeah, and the return's so good there that Ben is literally short hopping that, and that is hard to control. Went a little too far, and perfect for Fed. A little deep breath there from Ben.
2-1.
Staksrud thought he had the opening, then John steps in to close it. Last second, a little bit too high there for Fed.
Yeah, operative word in that sentence you just put together was thought. And Ben knows that's likely to go there, so he just hangs out for a second and then just jumps in and steals your lunch money. The Cobra forehand there just shows Ben everything. Which way do you think I'm going? And I like pace there because Ben can still scramble sometimes, so that's a really good shot from Fed.
2-1. Side out.
Points are at a premium here in game two. Expected this one to be a grind.
1-2.
Oh, no way. Another stab winner from Ben, and he was in horrendous position here. Off another short hop. Fed ropes it there. Come on. That's ridiculous. That's anticipation, though, and then just sometimes you get a little fortunate, too. That's not a shot he wants to hit, obviously, off balance.
2-2.
Speaking of ridiculous, there's a great streak going right now for Ben Johns. I'll explain in a moment. Ooh.
Tell us more. I think I know.
Yeah, I think you did too. Tough to explain it after that shot from Fed Staksrud, but Ben Johns, 24 tournaments played, earning at least one gold medal. That's obviously a male record and still counting. 2 more tries for a gold here today in Bristol. 64 tournaments Dave played, earning at least one medal of any kind, thanks to Jim Ramsey, our great statistician.
Yes. Shout out to Jim for sure, yeah. I mean,
2-2.
there are so many players who would love one gold medal in a year, let alone 24 straight tournaments with one, and a lot of those 24 are multiples and triple crowns in there.
Two.
Just short for Staksrud. He's so good at that backhand ATP.
And he kind of knew that where he put the ball, that was the likely outcome. So he got there, and the movement was terrific. And that's a smart little towel off there. Just big burst of speed there. He needed to just take a minute. Why not saunter over?
Point.
Just deep on the third for Ben Johns. Thought he had.
Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the outcome.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you. It's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
He's laughing about it, but ultimately gets the call.
4-2. Side out.
Yeah, another one of those where he's just not giving up the service line at all and is trying these short hop, backhand, bunt, topspin thirds. Just the fact that that sentence took an hour for me to say is how hard that shot is. Tasting his own medicine there, Fed, with the anticipation, and it was pretty.
Three, four. Point. Four.
That's wide. Unbelievable.
Time in. 4.
I mean, there's no way. Okay.
That was Don Stanley tracking too. He's usually on it.
Point.
Of course, human too, but that was a miss in my opinion as well.
Five, 4. Side out.
Thing you can do, Michelle, on this more glassy court is most players don't want to return with slice, but because it takes off on here, you can do that a little more often.
Point. No.
Fed's asking Norm about that serve too. I mean, there's been a lot of balls right on and around that baseline.
5. Side out.
That was the bailout shot Ben made earlier. Scoreboard shows 4-5. Norm just called 5-5, so let's get that squared away. Okay, or 5s, I believe, is correct.
5. Side out. Five.
Let court, it's in.
Yeah, and usually off the tape, when you slap it like that, it skids off the tape and is propelled deep. But that one hit more of the net, and it actually benefited Ben.
6-5. Point.
Fed just can't track it down.
Come out.
Ben Johns back on top
Timeout
in game
receiver,
2, and
7-5.
Federico Staksrud will call a timeout there, looking frustrated as Johns carves out all the angles, and he could close it out on the other side of this short commercial break. We'll see if Ben Johns can click.
Yeah, and this is the rolling 12-month race standings. When you look at what's going on in just 2024, Fed has 14,400 points and Ben has 8,600. That is a blowout as far as 2024 points are concerned. So Fed's going to be the #1 seed in the race without question. There's just no way to make that up.
No, yeah, for sure. How much does that impact Ben being the 2 seed, if at all?
I think as long as they're not on the same side, I think that seems to work itself out. But Ben wants to be considered the #1 player, so he's going to have to go win a tournament at the end of the year. And obviously this one matters greatly because points are going one way or the other. So this is double, if you will, because if Fed wins it, you're that much farther behind.
Point.
Oh, and a couple of loose volley errors from Ben, and 7 apiece.
7-7. Side out.
This feels like if Fed can steal this one, he'll be in a nice spot here with a little momentum.
7-7. Side out.
That short hop backhand return betrays Ben again, so it's worked some of the time, but not all of the time, and Fed keeps finding it, so the returns have been good from Staksrud.
7-7.
That's wide for Staksrud.
Really
Technical
unlucky.
warning. Staksrud.
Fed
Side out.
had some special words after that one off the tape, and then he lost the rally, and Norm rang him up. So you get one sailor cussing warning, and Fed has been warned. And you cannot let it carry over. Obviously, that was a good serve, but this rally right here is really critical.
8-7.
And his crucial momentum swinging point here. Oh, look at the net for Ben Johns. He had the read, couldn't execute.
Yeah, because Fed let a ball fly way too far. I think Ben had too many choices there and just threw it into the net. 7-8 is the score.
7-8.
Wow, Federico Staksrud reads it beautifully to tie it at 8 apiece.
Hey.
That's wide.
Side out.
So Fed tries to return the favor and take a ball on the rise and push it past Ben before he's set, but doesn't get through it.
Hey. Side out.
Deep on the serve for Ben, trying to go for it.
Got to.
Hey.
Cat and mouse played beautifully by Ben Johns. What is the biggest edge Ben has in this matchup over Fed? Where does Fed struggle the most?
I mean, getting into, they both like to do a lot of the same things, and Ben might just be a little better and has that scoreboard we showed. 4 wins this year, 10 out of 12.
Not again on the serve, though. Oh, no. Sorry, I thought Fed threw his finger up to call it out, but...
The only thing that went up in the air was the shanked return that ended up in, but Ben quickly demolished that. I had the same read there, Michelle, so... Yeah, and then...
Ball was in.
Ball was in, as confirmed by Norm Cleanscales. Fed could challenge it, but that would...
No, he can't now that we've already played
good point.
through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You played the ball, you can't challenge. No, sir, you played the ball is dead, there is no challenge.
Yeah, to your point, Dave, if you play it, even after you call it.
You should have made your call loud. I did not see a
He
call.
played the rest of the sequence, too. Like, he didn't stop in the middle of the point.
The rally is over. 15 seconds. You cannot call. You're not making an out call after
Norm's
the
in the
ball
right
is dead.
in this one, correct?
The ball is dead.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not see an out call. The ball is dead. Resume positions in play.
Well,
Fed's saying he did make an out call. Norm's saying he didn't. So I thought he did live because I thought the serve was deep. So
he did, but then he kept playing, so...
So does he scamper after this is the question.
But why did he keep playing?
So the movement back is the confusion there.
Well, hey, you know, Fed got away with a close line call earlier, so maybe that one's evening it out.
Yeah, maybe, but if he would have just said, I don't care that I shanked it over, I said out, because that was the read we both had in seeing it live. So no harm
So
done.
good, and maybe a little bit of extra motivation now on the side of Staksrud.
Yeah, and to his credit, some players run hot and then they start doing stupid stuff. He has found a way, and to his infinite credit, because he used to run hot and it wouldn't go well, he gets it to go well after things that don't go the way he hoped.
To your point, I think Mike Wolf has played a big role in harnessing that with the mindset of the elite athleticism of Federico Staksrud.
9-9.
I mean, these returns are so good. Ben keeps trying this so difficult short hop roll two-y, and if it doesn't bounce, he's in absolute trouble, and Fed keeps putting that pattern together.
9-9.
He's okay, a little frustrated. Can't believe the forehand he hit before that on the dead run. I mean, that was the best shot of the rally, and then kind of lost his balance. Wishes I meant to hit that down the line, I promise. And then I don't know why he's mad at the court. There's probably a discussion about that, but that didn't seem too egregious.
No, and he had a chance to go up for a game point there on Ben Johns. He'll take his time back to the line on the return here as Ben Johns recovers the serve.
And they are checking the impact of that. Just making sure, because there's that was 100%. I saw him smack. We're not going to smack the paddle on the ground. Got a smile out of Ben for it. So here we go at 9-all. My goodness, this has been a chaotic game.
Chance for a championship point here for Ben Johns. He'll get it. Chance to close it out here.
Match point. Ten-9.
The flow, that's pretty. Ben Johns with some emotion. After this singles title, he is the champion of the 2024 Bristol Open.
I mean, welcome back, everybody, to the IHG Hotels and Resorts Bristol Open. Ben Johns comes roaring out of the gate and tapes game one, and then at 9-all came up with the shots, and what a walk-off for Ben to take the gold, and he's standing by with Michelle McMahon.
Dave, thanks so much. And Ben, your first singles title since June in Texas, and you're now a perfect 5-0 against Staksrud in finals. How rewarding was this championship Sunday for you so far?
Yeah, I felt really good. Yeah, like you said, haven't played singles since June, so glad to know that taking a month and a half off hasn't affected the performance. If anything, I feel better than ever for summer training. I think Colin and I worked on a number of great things, and it's clearly paid off. Of course, you can always count on Fed for being solid throughout any game, any match. That's why he's in so many finals. So hats off to him as always.
Well, as the rain starts to pour down on us, this guy has 25 straight golds in a tournament, and that is so fantastic. We're going to get the trophy in his hands, though, before we ask another question. Brian Clark is here, VP of the PPA Tour, to deliver the hardware to Ben Johns.
On behalf of IHG Hotels and Resorts, congratulations. Your persistence in the rain is only exceeded by your competitive spirit. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Ben. The lightning's coming.
Mother Nature is so happy she's crying tears of joy, and I'm about to look like a wet dog here, Dave.
And who's happy they didn't get the on-court assignment right now? That would be me. Thank you,